Cool. So good evening. I would like to take some quick feedback from you guys that what is happening. Like today we are having the 10th session. So it's 2.5 months, 10 weeks. The other 9 weeks has already gone by. So for 9 weeks, we are in touch with neuro-linguistic programming in some way or other, at least through me. The kind of sessions that I am taking, these are all practical applications of neuro-linguistic programming. They are not just theory, the way I do the sessions. So whoever is attending my sessions, I just want to know from you, what is your experience so far? As far as neuro-linguistic programming is concerned, not about me. Yeah, so like, what is your experience so far? How many of you are actually attending the sessions on a regular basis? Okay, so the topic that we are covering is very interesting. No? It's like what the topic is all about, decoding something, and then decoding is all about reality with meta model. So decoding reality. So what happened in reality? Decoding that. And we will be using a technique of neuro-linguistic program which is called meta model. Okay, so before we go into it, I'll see if I can cover the whole thing in one session only. Otherwise, we'll go for a second session also. So what we will be doing essentially is that we will let me share the screen and then take it off. So can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's screen we are seeing. Let's see. No, not this one. Let me change the screen. Here it is. So when I talk about decoding reality, what comes to your mind? Then we'll talk about meta model. This topic is all about decoding reality. So what comes to your mind when we talk about reality? Let's have some brainstorm.
It's a little too mysterious. Which aspect of reality are you talking of?
Okay, is it little mysterious or too mysterious?
You catch us for every word.
That's the reality. You know, that's the reality. Decoding reality means what you are actually focusing on. Is it exactly what you're looking for? Little too much.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is that little? What is too much?
Very difficult to answer.
Yeah. So if you ask yourself that what are you looking for? You're looking for the little thing or the too much thing. That is the reality part. Decoding reality is all about exactly what is going in your mind. जो भी घटनाएं आपके साथ घट रही है, whatever happening in your life, what interpretation you are making out of it. Whatever interpretation you are making out of it is real for you, by the way. Actually, there is real for you.
Okay.
For you, it is real.
Uh-huh.
For you, it is real. Whatever interpretation you are making out of whatever is happening in your life, it is real for you.
Okay.
And all the challenges that we face in our life is all about challenging each other's reality. Somebody will say this is right, somebody will say no, this is not right. And whatever somebody is saying right, maybe you are not finding it right, so you are saying no, this is not right, or you are saying this is wrong. So not right and wrong are two realities, but they are according to you is real. Whatever you say is real for you. You just take it for yourself, take it for granted. Whatever you say is real for you. That's why you say you connect with that particular event, that particular person, or that particular story with that thought, and that is what real for you. So whatever you
initially
say,
I would think reality was what.
Pardon?
Initially, I would think reality is whatever is materially or physically the inputs that we get through our five senses, that is reality and our perception of that. But I think as we are, as seekers, as we grow, the inner world starts becoming a little more, we become more aware of the inner world. And also the lines between the outer world and the inner world begin to get blurred. That's what I've observed.
Okay, good. That's a good observation. With inner world, outer world, this is a different conversation altogether. Actually, there is nothing called inner world or outer world exist. Okay, we'll have some discussion on this someday. Okay, but again, it is according to in your reality, there is something on inner world, something on outer world. In my reality, there is nothing like that exist.
Okay.
For both of us, it is real.
Right.
This is what I'm talking about. So whatever you're saying, whatever your perspective about anything is real for you, because you think this is real, this is it. At least at that point of time, based on the knowledge that you already have access to. Okay, clear? यहाँ तक clear है सबके लिए? So whatever you are saying is real for you. If you see it's 4 o'clock on the watch, it is real for you. It may be 4 o'clock past 2 minutes for somebody else. So whatever you see, whatever you think, whatever you express is real for you. There is absolutely no doubt about it. If you have doubt about it, even the doubt is also a reality for you. That I doubt. Sometimes you said, I doubt whether this is true or not. So that doubt is also a reality for you because you doubt. You are doubting. You are looking for clarity. You are confused. So difficult and not so easy are both real. That's the first session we did on reframing. When you're replacing difficulty with not so easy, it becomes easy now, though it's the same thing. Only the perception changed. Okay, are you with me up to here? That whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you perceive, whatever you express is absolutely real for you.
Is it always a firm reality, or there are edges of doubt to that?
अभी आपके साथ क्या हो रहा है? अभी the sentence that you said.
क्या हो रहा है meaning I didn't get your
The
question.
sentence that you said. What the sentence you said?
Yes. So I don't understand your reaction. What you mean thereby?
See, right now you said I don't understand. This is reality for you.
So what is now, my question is, what is the definition of reality?
Whatever you think is real for you. Whatever you say is real for you.
Yeah, so what exactly is real now? Is it always what you think? Or even if I don't think or I don't express, yet the reality, the events, the happening, which is outside me is there?
Whatever your perception about anything in life is real for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you think it that way. And whatever words you use to express that experience is also real for you. Because according to you, this is it. Okay.
I think we are going too much into philosophical thoughts and deep into.
Don't get into so much of philosophical thought. Just stay here.
Okay.
Like this is real for you. Like you are going into so much of philosophical thought is real for you. ठीक है? It's as simple as that. उसको complicate मत करो. Now you got the message is also real for you. Yes, I got it.
So reality is ultimately what I perceive.
What you perceive, what you express in your own words to somebody else is reality for you. Like the way you just said, that reality is whatever I perceive, that is real for you. At least at this point of time, based on the knowledge that you have access to. Okay, यहाँ तक सबके लिए clear है?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's proceed. I have some new faces here. Harshali probably attending the session for the first time. Harshali, you are here for the first time? And maybe
1 minute. 1 minute, excuse me.
Yeah. Shruti, are you also attending for the first time? Okay, good, good, good. Harshali, would you like to ask something or just you raised your hand? Okay, cool. See, you can speak because we have very less numbers in this session. So with less numbers, we have the privilege to talk. Okay, so always take advantage of it. All right, cool. So like you said that by mistake you raised your hand. This is real fault. Okay, so your perception about everything which is happening in your life is real fault. All right, so let's proceed further. So here we go. This is about me. Those who are attending this session for the first time, I'm a certified NLP master practitioner. I'm a certified corporate trainer from IIT Roorkee. I'm a keynote speaker, mindset trainer, self-empowerment, and resilience coach. And what we are studying is neuro-linguistic programming. Neuro-linguistic programming is the journey from self-limiting beliefs to infinite excellence in all areas of life through effective communication skills, personal development, and psychotherapy. Basically, the words that you and I use to program our mind is what NLP is all about. Neuro-linguistic program. Neuro ho gaya mind, nervous system. Linguistic ho gaya languages. And the way we use language to program our mind is all about neuro-linguistic programming. What we will be covering in these sessions is communication skills and personal development. Psychotherapy thoda bahut hum touch karenge. And as a concept, NLP first appeared in the book The Structure of Magic by Richard Bandler and John Grinder, published in 1975. Though it has nothing to do with magic as such, just for magic bolte hain, but this is all about magic. Cool. So what we will be doing is we'll start our journey today's journey from here. This is a very famous story. It's called the cash register story. Have you heard of this story? If you have not,
No.
good. If you have not, then I'm lucky, and you are also lucky that you are hearing it for the first time, at least through me. It's a very famous story, and this story is used for many demonstrative activities. Okay, what we will be doing is we will be using the story from the perspective of decoding the truth or decoding the reality. Okay, so first I am reading the story, then each one of you will read the story on your own. Actually bol ke padhna hai, because we are less in numbers, so we'll actually read the story और आराम से बहुत slowly एक word पढ़ना है. Okay, so let's start. So let me start reading. A businessman had just turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. The owner opened a cash register. The contents of the cash register were scooped up and the man sped away. A member of the police force was notified promptly. Okay, this is the story. This is what happened. Somebody was there and this happened in front of his eyes and he just narrated it. Okay, now each one will read the story one by one slowly. Okay, let's start with Mangala ma'am.
A businessman had just turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. The owner opened a cash register. The contents of the cash register was scooped up and the man sped away. A member of the police force was notified promptly. Thank you.
Okay. Each of us will read the story, and while we read the story, we have to do one activity.
Oh.
Okay, there will be many activities. The one activity that we will be doing right now is how many people were there in this entire story. How many people were there? Okay, so this is what you need to count as you read. Okay, so Ramesh, read it. Others actually count. You can even write one, a businessman, like that. So you can even write, and you need to come up with a count that exactly how many people are involved in this story. How many people are being pointed to. All right. Okay, Ramesh.
Okay. Yeah. So the cash register. A businessman had just turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. The owner opened a cash register. The contents of the cash register were scooped up and the man sped away. A member of the police force was notified promptly. And the number of people I can count, should I indicate that now?
No, you just keep counting. Okay. Everybody just keep counting. All right. Yeah, Kruti.
Yeah.
The cash register. A businessman had just turned off the lights.
Slowly, very slowly. Okay. Let your mind think. Let your mind do the calculation.
Okay.
Yeah.
A businessman had just turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. The owner opened a cash register. The contents of the cash register were scooped up and the man sped away. A member of the police force was notified promptly. Thank you.
Okay. Oh. Now your job is to count how many people were involved.
Okay.
All right. Good. Let's proceed. So Harshali.
Hello everyone. This voice is clear?
Absolutely.
The cash register. A businessman had just turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. The owner opened a cash register. The contents of the cash register were scooped up and the man sped away. A member of the police force was notified promptly.
Good. Cool. So Pallavi.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pinaki, congratulations on receiving a milestone, more than 6,000 views. The cash register. A businessman had just turned off the light in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. The owner opened a cash register. The content of the cash register was scooped up and man split away. A member of the police force was notified promptly.
Cool. Now let me come back to Mangala ma'am. And you say how many people were there. You read each and every statement and you say how many people were there.
Okay.
Everybody has to go through this activity. Okay. So don't think that only Mangala ma'am will be speaking and others will be spared.
According to me, 5.
No, you just tell. Either read every statement and then say. So a businessman, number 1, like that.
Okay, like that. A businessman, number 1, had just turned off the store when a man 2 demanded money. 2. Then the owner 3 opened the cash register. The contents of the cash register was scooped up and the man sped away. 4. And a member 5. 5.
Okay.
Police force is endless. There are
Okay,
lots of
a
people. So
member
how
of the
do
police.
one member is one, but what about the police force? They are also people. That is endless. So it is
Okay.
infinity. Number of people is infinity.
Okay, no, so don't get into that much. A member from the police force, just consider one person, at least in the spot. Because this
So
is
then,
somebody who was telling you, narrating the event. He's just telling you this is what has happened.
so if we count into individuals, then it's different. But police force, at least one, we'll have to take it as one body, no? So then it's 6.
Okay, good. Over to Ramesh. How many
Okay.
people are there?
Okay. I've initially I counted 3, but then it made it 4.
Yeah,
Because
because when the previous person counts, no, it helps you.
no.
Wait,
Yes,
No,
it
no.
does.
Now, others keep quiet. Yeah, Ramesh.
No, I'm quite clear. This is what I thought at the beginning. It wasn't because of Mangalaji's inputs,
It's
but
okay, sir.
अरे हाँ बोलो तो भी
I
चलता
read
है
it in
यार
the
हृदय से.
beginning this way.
Yeah, count.
No, but I'm trying to be true to myself. So
Count.
a businessman that is one, had
Hmm.
turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. That's 2. Initially, I read it as the owner and the businessman being the same person, but then I thought it could be interpreted otherwise. So the owner is number 3. Then the contents of the cash register were scooped up and the man sped away. This is the same man in question, the one that appeared and demanded money. That is why he had to speed away. So I kept it at 3. And 4 is the member of the police force.
Okay.
So for me, the man who appeared and demanded money and the one who sped away are the same person. So it was 4.
Okay, but they could be different person also because it didn't say that.
Yes, it could be, but going by the body language behavior, going by the narration,
That's according
it
to
is logically.
in your reality, it could be the same person. It's okay.
Yeah. My reality, yes, of course.
Yeah.
This is my reality.
Good. So, Kruti.
Hi. Like a businessman is the first person. I just turned off the store lights, and when a man is the second person. And now the owner and a businessman are the same for me, because initially what I think is the word used is a businessman and then it is used as the owner. So probably they are the same people.
Okay.
Again, and the man sped away. Here also I think it's the same man, a man, and then the word the is used for that man, probably. And then a member of the police force. So according to me, I think there are only 3 people involved.
Okay. Harshali.
Yeah. A businessman was the first, and second was the man who appeared. The third one is the owner. The man he sprayed away was the same man who appeared, as I think, and a member of the police force. This was the 4th person, and till now I was assuming that, but I read this line again. A member of the police force was notified promptly. The one, it may be happened that the someone other is notifying the MS, so there could be the another one.
Okay. How many of you think that the police was there? There was a policeman there.
They're notified, but
So
it doesn't
the
mean that he
person was not present, but yeah, at least a name of character is involved. That's it. Otherwise, present were only 2.
Okay. Pallavi.
For me also,
Who
there
says that the whole it's a story? So maybe
Wait,
nobody exists.
Wait. Don't interrupt anybody. Yeah. When your turn will come, only then you speak. Yeah, Pallavi.
Yes, for me also there are 2 persons. I am considering businessman as the owner and also the one who is picking up the cash pot. The cash register was scooped up, left up by somebody. So I consider these three to be one person,
Hmm.
and the man who appeared and man who ran away be the second one.
Mhm. So how many people were there
And,
altogether?
for me, three persons were there: a businessman, the owner, and business and the owner, and who opened the cash register to be one person.
Hmm.
The man who appeared and demanded money and who fled away be the second one.
Hmm.
And third person who notified the police. So only these three persons were there.
Okay. 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 Now coming back to Mangala ma'am, would you like to make any change?
Yes, lots.
Number?
You know, the way you're asking questions sets the line of a new, what shall I say, a new line of thoughts. I
Hmm.
think there is just nobody because it's a story. So nobody exists, only words exist.
No,
In reality, where is the man?
no,
We've not seen any picture. Nobody told me. We are just reading a businessman, which is all imagination. Hai. Stories
no,
are nothing but a
ऐसे
bundle of.
लो. No, don't take it that way. You just see that this is something happened and somebody is narrating that event.
Okay, if in that case, businessman is the first one,
Hmm.
and the man is the second one,
Hmm.
owner is the third one,
Hmm.
and that man who sped away is the same as who demanded money, hopefully, or he's a separate one. We don't know,
Hmm.
and the last one would be. We don't know who notified a member of the police force was notified. So one
So how
is
many
the
people were there altogether in that event? In that
I think 4 for sure. Fifth one is doubtful.
okay, so now it has dropped to 4 from 5.
Yeah, population is going the other way. It's not India.
Okay, okay, okay. Ramesh, would you like to stick to your
For me, one option is to stick to 4. The other option is to say 3 or 2, because the police, if you say who was there, maybe I can say the police person was not there, he was just notified. So since it's not clear whether a businessman was also the owner, I'll keep those two as two separate individuals. The thief, the man who appeared and ran away, for me is the thief. So that is the third person. And who informed the policeman, we don't know. It is not clear. It could be the owner come businessman also. So if that is the case, then it could even be 2 people only. The businessman, who is also the owner, and the thief. The businessman is the one who informs the police. And the police is not there, he's just informed. So it could be 2 people also, for all you know. Otherwise, I would stick to 4. If you're asking how many characters are present in the story, not as much as how many people are there in the scene.
Okay, good. This is a better way of asking the question. How many characters were present at the scene? That's a very good question. So now
yeah, you know, the way Pinaki sir keeps asking questions, we begin to reformulate our thoughts. You're a great motivator.
वेट अभी हम डिकोड कर रहे हैं रियलिटी. ये तो मान के चलो ये खाली आपके सामने ये मैसेज आया है. प्रोबेबली ऐसे मान लेते हैं. Let us take it to the next level that you are an investigation officer. So you appeared at the spot, and there was a guy. He said this. You find only this person over there. He's the first person who is saying this to you. So you are the investigating officer, and this person was just standing outside that store, and he narrated this thing, whatever you read here. This is what exactly what this guy told that investigator. So you are the investigator. अभी अपना सोच बदलो. Now you need to change your thoughts. And the first thought was changed by Ramesh, which he rightly said, how many characters were present in the scene. This is the most important question. I am very happy that I didn't need to ask it. You asked me. This is the first thing. How many characters were present in the scene? Absolutely awesome question. And पता चलता है कि आप ये सब चीजों लेके थोड़ा बहुत practice करते हो. Good. So you are quite precise. Followed by you need to do an actual count, considering none of them are related to each other.
Oh.
Because it is nowhere written that this character is the same character in the second case also. It was nowhere written. It is your assumption. It's in your reality. In your reality, for someone, the businessman is the same person who is the owner. The guy who demanded the money and who fled away are the same person. It's in your reality. लेकिन यहाँ पे कहीं पे ये लिखा नहीं है. None of the words, none of the phrases is providing you or giving you any connection with any other character. Did you notice that? It's all in your reality. You are connecting those dots.
But there is one observation. In the beginning, when you say a man appeared, it is a random man. But normally in English, when you specify the man, it becomes specific. So that is how I identified the man as the earlier a man who appeared. Because when you say a man appeared, and then you say the man sped away, the connection you make is because appearing and demanding money must be a thief. Exactly. And because he is stealing, he has to run away. Otherwise, just somebody else.
No, it could be an onlooker. And then he's scared and so he runs away.
Nobody, this word thief appeared in this.
Exactly.
It did not. That's the meaning I'm making up. So because I made up that meaning, the man, when you say the man, it's a very specific person you're talking about, isn't it?
Absolutely. So you just notice that how you connect the dots based on your own thoughts, based on your own experience, based on your own knowledge, based on your own
filters in life. Yes. Yeah.
So that's why I said that your reality, whatever you perceive is your reality as per the knowledge you have access to at that point of time.
Got it. Yes. For all you know, the person who just randomly it says a member of the police force was notified. We doesn't specify who has notified the police force.
Yeah.
It could be even a reporter or somebody is looking from outside. Who knows?
Even the word reporter is your own guess. It is not written anywhere.
You cannot notice Pinaki sir. His brain.
Reporter appeared.
Exactly. No, I'm just making it up. I'm making it up, saying that it could be anybody. I'm just being as random as saying it is a reporter. It could be.
Okay, let's come back. How many characters were present in the scene? Maximum कितने हो सकते हैं? वहीं से शुरू करते हैं. So when we are talking about maximum, we are not connecting anybody with anybody. Yeah. Hi, Ashima. Good to see you. Ashima, do you know what we are doing?
6. Could be 6.
Bolo. Agar 6 hai, to you have to explain.
Okay, I can explain. See, a businessman.
Everybody else should listen carefully. You know, this is all about you also. And if you are maintaining a silence, that does not mean that you are not talking to yourself. Notice.
Okay, first identified human being is the businessman.
Okay.
Second identified human being is the man who appears and demands money. So it is very clear, man who appears is the one who demands money.
It didn't written there. It is not written there. When a man appeared and demanded money, didn't appear. Who demanded money from whom?
Well, it says a man appeared and demanded money. So the one who appeared must be the one who demanded money.
How do you know must? It didn't wrote that and he demanded money or she demanded money.
Because it says a man appeared and this man did two things. He appeared and demanded money. The and is there.
So who demanded money? The businessman from the man, or the businessman from somebody else, or the man from somebody else?
The one who appeared.
Yeah, this is in your reality.
But it's the English language, no? When you say when you give a
so I agree with that.
Though ठीक है, तो वो थर्ड आदमी है owner who opened a cash register. So the businessman need not have been the owner. So that is individual number 3. And the contents of the cash register was scooped up. So for the scooping up could have been another individual, could be some other person, number 4.
Good.
And the man speeding away in this case could be the 5th, because some individuals sped away. Then a member of the police force was notified. Now, how many notified, we are not clear, but we are assuming it is one person who has notified the police force, that is 6. So the 6 people in this scene, but if you take the policeman, it could become the 7th person.
Okay. Could be that the policeman was nearby and somebody just notified the policeman immediately. So that way that police could be a person.
Yeah. So could be 7 individuals altogether.
Okay. How many of you missed the person who is narrating the story?
I missed
All
that.
of us. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, all
Everyone.
of us.
All of us.
All of us.
And we've also forgot a part of the story is Pinaki sir, who's eternally asking us questions. So he's also part of the story. And we as listeners or observers or readers, we are also part of the story.
Okay, connect with this also. How to know it is the same cash register which was scooped up? The owner opened the cash register. It could be at some other part of the store. The content of the cash register were scooped up. Who scooped up? You said that could be one person. The man sped away could be a completely different person altogether, which is quite likely. So it is not clear that whatever scooped up from the cash register, what happened to that after that. So you can't say there was a theft. It is in your own imagination there was a theft. There was a robbery. The message says only the contents of the cash register were scooped up. That's it.
Yeah.
A member of the police force was notified promptly. So this could have been done by some other person, probably who was near the telephone. Probably he did that, or maybe a policeman was already there. Maybe a police car was already there. Whatever was there. So we can imagine there could be a policeman also. Could be. I'm not sure about it. Let us read it again. कितना कुछ छुपा हुआ एक स्टोरी में देखो. A businessman had just turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. It does not mean that man appeared and demanded money from the businessman in the same store.
After reading your story, I think, sir, one thing is certain, I would not like to join the investigation team.
That's what goes in the investigation. Listen to this carefully. So imagine that probably this story is on the other side of the road. So businessman had just turned off the lights in the store when a man appeared and demanded money. That man probably appeared and demanded money on this side of the road.
Oh my God.
It may not be from the same businessman or maybe from the same store. It may be from a completely different store. Probably this store was open while the other store was being turned, the lights of the other store was being turned off.
But when they say owner, it's very clearly it very clearly indicates the owner of the store. No, otherwise there's no relevance to saying the owner.
But this owner may not be of the same store. He is the owner of this store. A businessman had just turned off the lights in the store, which could be another store.
What Pinaki sir wants to communicate, maybe ki other side he is witnessing the event occur other side.
So can I say?
So you don't know who is this man, whether he was a thief or he could be a beggar also. He just demanded, give me some house, give me some money.
So can I say something?
Yeah, Kruti, why not?
I think from the story, I'm not clear about that, but from this, I can make up what my mind is doing. It connects different sentences or different parts or different, you can say, experiences or imaginations, and keeps on cooking up different stories. My mind overthinks a lot, and I think I can relate to this. When you are breaking up and telling that each sentence, each part could be different, I can correlate. My mind continuously keeps on doing this.
Exactly. So did you notice that my opening statement was today, before I got into this session, was whatever your perception about anything is your reality based on the knowledge you have at that point of time.
Okay, yeah.
आपने ये देखा, सबके लिए वही रियलिटी है, जिसको जो दिख रहा है उसके लिए वही रियलिटी है. जिसको पहले 4 दिख रहा था, now when that knowledge altered, you can see 5. When that knowledge altered, you can see 6. When you got to know, when you got another knowledge that who is narrating the story, when that person was also present there. So now some more knowledge added to your repertoire, to your knowledge base, and your count changed. So your reality changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever with the new reality is also real for you.
Yeah, we assume it to be true. Yeah, and
और अभी तो ऐसा हालत होगा कि you are also doubting on that reality. कि 6 ही था क्या, 7 ही था क्या?
Yeah, now it's becoming confusing and
exactly. This is what a crime
like
scene is all about.
Now the carpet has been pulled from under our leg.
Exactly. So we are getting into this. So I'm coming to you with some true-false statements. Okay. So let me open that document and just give me one. How many of you are actually enjoying this? Honestly, Bata.
I am enjoying.
I am, yes. Me too.
That
Yes,
you know
yes.
that this is who I am. This is how I think. And I don't even know that. Oh my God. Is this so?
I am enjoying it because of the potential of what might open up next for us.
Absolutely. So let me share this very interesting topic. Where is it? Sometimes I lose these documents. Yeah. So often this story is used for decision-making exercises. Okay. And I'm just sharing this with you. So you can see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Let me share the other one. Yeah. So now I'm going to ask these questions and you have to answer in true and false. A man appeared after the owner had turned off the lights.
Lights. True.
False.
Okay.
Okay.
The robber was a man.
Yeah, true. Robert, no, nobody other man was there. Okay.
See, it could be true, it could be false, it could be I don't know also. Like this question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A man appeared after the owner had turned off the lights.
False.
True.
Are you absolutely clear about it?
It says that in the narration that owner, a businessman had turned off the lights, but we're not sure if it's the owner. Just says a businessman.
Even I'm of the same view. I'm not sure whether the owner and the businessman are the same. So it's me, the question mark.
Question
If
mark.
they are different person, then the businessman turned off the light in the story says like this. The businessman turns off the light and owner opened the cash box. It is something
so you
like
don't know whether the owner and the businessman are the same person.
Yeah.
So it's true or false, or I have doubt?
I have doubt.
Good.
Doubt.
Good. Good.
Maybe for me, the owner Eliza is still on for me.
You still think that owner is the businessman?
No, I'm
No.
certain he is not the businessman, but
He
the
could be or he could not be.
he could be,
Yeah.
or not be. Yeah.
That's why the doubt is there. Okay? Good.
Yeah,
The
yes.
robber was a man.
So now this is a leading question, because we are clearly saying that there was a robbery, which is what the whole thing looks like because of the way our
But
mind.
the robber word was not used in the context.
Never, yeah, it does never used. So now this is a leading question, which is making us. It was like don't you like apples? It's like that. It's not like saying do you like the same. It's not the same as saying do you like apples. I'm leading you into an answer. Don't you like
No.
apples?
Exactly. The
No,
question is,
can
where
I
was the
add
robber?
something? Can I add something?
The
Please,
question is,
yes.
where was the robber? Yes.
I personally,
You're not audible for me, only for everyone.
I think
Yeah,
the
you-
person is not
Huh.
there is no robber. A person has given extra money, like you say, debit, credit, kuch to hoga, and so he's come to collect his money. The money may be in different
So the question is,
figures.
robber was a man. Is it true, false, or I have no idea? Or like I
We
mean,
don't.
See,
not enough.
the question is was it a robbery?
No, it was
Exact-
not. I don't think
exactly.
so. It was
Exactly.
not.
Yes. So
It
the
was
question is the robbery part, not the man part.
yes.
So yeah.
See, if you have lent money or you have forgotten money, or maybe he may had some transaction before that and he forgot to collect the money. So he's come back to collect it.
Exactly. So this
Demand it,
question mark
yes.
is all about I need more information.
Yes.
Yes.
Even I am
Yes.
curious to know. Actually,
Yes.
this question mark is all about even I am also curious to know.
Yes, certainly.
Right. Yes.
Because I need more information. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
The next question is, the man did not demand money.
False.
Which man? Which man?
The man did not demand money. So who demanded the money? Exactly. Which man? A man, the man. So I need more information. It's not clear.
For me, it's
So-
quite clear. It is the man, whichever man they're referring to. He did demand money. So for me, it's false.
Okay. So the question says the man did not demand money.
But the
It's
narrative
false.
says
Which
the man
man
appeared.
exactly? The question is which man? I need more information on that also.
But whichever man it will still be a man, no?
Okay, so which man? Who is the man?
The man in question.
Exactly. So I need more information. Good.
Right.
The next one is, the man who opened the cash register was the owner.
No.
No.
False.
False. How do you know that?
Oh, it's doubtful.
Good.
It's doubtful.
But doesn't it say? For me, it's true because it says the owner opened the cash register, right?
No.
No. Nowhere does
A
it say that
cashier
the
can
owner.
also open the cash register.
An assistant can
Maybe-
open.
Yeah,
And-
maybe
and
it's
us-
the
It
other
said
side.
the cash register was scooped up. It was not mentioned who did it.
Yeah, somebody opens it, somebody scoops it. This happens in thriller
Sure.
films.
Yeah, in all the movies. Yeah.
Yeah. So
In all the thriller
man who
movies.
the cash register was the owner. I still need more information on that.
But no, but in the narrative did not say that the owner opened the cash register.
That's why you need information. How
It
do you
said
know
that, right?
they are the same person? You are only guessing,
No,
right?
No. In the narrative, it clearly says the owner opened the cash register, right? Unless I'm forgetting.
Let me open the narrative.
Yes, please.
So this is it. The owner opened a cash register.
Yeah.
Opened a cash
Yes.
register.
A
It's
cash
not the
register.
cash register.
Yes.
He opened a cash register. So that means it's not from that cash register that the money was scooped up.
It didn't say money.
No,
But
not
he
money. What I
opened
mean is
it
the
still.
cash which was scooped up.
It
He
didn't
opened a cash register.
It didn't say
Oh,
cash. It said it
that
was
English,
a cash
you know,
register.
it's not your
But
fault.
the
It's the English which is there. He opened
Yeah,
a
so
cash
owner opened
register.
a cash register.
So
Exactly.
maybe
It
there
is
were
a
more
cash
cash
register.
registers, sir.
Exactly.
There were
Exactly.
more
So
cash registers.
there could be. There could be. I need more information. There could be. Is it a cash register? It is the cash register. Is it the only cash register? I have no information from this from this data which is being presented to me. So I have.
But the statement says, the statement says the owner opened the cash register. So because here in the narrative it is A and in the question it is B, now we are saying that that is I need more information.
Yeah. So let me come back.
Okay.
So the man who opened the cash register was the owner. It is not the cash register. It could be a cash register. You do not know which cash register is being pointed to.
Okay.
That's why I need more clarity. The store owner scooped up the contents of the cash register and ran away.
Oh my goodness. I need more information.
Exactly. Someone opened the cash register.
False.
Who is
But
that
then again, no, we're playing with words again. I mean, A and B, again, same, we need more information.
Yeah, someone opened the cash register. Okay.
For me now, all the answers are question mark.
Yeah, it's like that.
So after the man who demanded money.
It's true. Someone opened the cash register.
Yeah, someone opened the cash register, but it didn't say that it was somebody opened it. It said that somebody scooped it out. So maybe the cash register was already open.
But it says someone opened
But
a
cash
cash
register
register.
was opened by the owner, no?
Owner,
Yes,
yeah, correct.
but it was not mentioned in the document, in the narrative. Definitely someone opened, but how do I know who opened it? Was it at all opened or not?
But in the narrative clearly says at least some cash register somewhere was opened by the owner. So the owner is also someone.
Yeah. Anyway, so there is a little bit of doubt there also. Unless I have to clarity on this. Then after the man who
I have something to say is at a simple level, I think the narrative is very, very clear. When you think in terms of investigation, when you think in terms of some crime, then I think it moves to a different level. So at which level is the narrative and I am at which level, I think that will be a very deciding factor.
It's all about what you think, what you perceive is your reality.
Yeah, so if I'm just a simple person,
whether you are an investigated person, it really doesn't matter. वो तो मैंने उसमें ऐड किया था. मान लो कि
No. So if I'm an investigating officer, then my thinking is different. I begin to doubt everybody. Then I evaluate every word. But here, as if I have to say this as a story, imagine all of us are there at a party, and I'm telling you a simple story. You would just accept what it is without reflecting, because there the level is just acceptance and understanding.
Yeah, this is
whereas at the level of a crime branch, it is the perspective, the fundamentals on which it is based is an element of strong doubt. Here, as I said, at a party there's no doubt. So what is my approach towards this? What is my profession? I think that would reveal the level at which I'm thinking.
We just picked up one story. The whole point is whatever you think is real for you. Like whatever you are sharing right now is real for you.
Yes. And the reality can vary from one person to the other.
And it will never match with anybody else.
It may match sometimes.
It will never match. That's what we are observing here. So while the cash register, the story does not state how much, but it was never mentioned that the cash register contained money. It is only mentioned it was a cash register. How do you know it had money in it? The robber demanded money from the owner. The story concerns a series of events in which only 3 persons are referred to: the owner of the store, a man who demanded money, and a member of the police force. We discovered there was no member of the police force present there, according to our reality, but maybe one guy was present there.
No, but from a layperson's perspective, I think right from the beginning, it looks like there were only three characters. The owner was the businessman, and the robber is the one who asked for and ran away with the money. And thirdly, the policeman, while he wasn't there, he's another character that the story refers to. So the three basic characters for a normal person who has been programmed by life and all the experiences would be 1, 2, 3. Owner, thief, police.
If you don't get into the details, then
yes,
on a first view, it will appear that there were three people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the police wasn't there on the scene. But he is a character that is being referred to in this small little paragraph.
Exactly. Come to question number 11. The following events in the story are true. Listen to this very carefully. The following events in the story are true. Somebody demanded money. A cash register was opened. Its content were scooped up, and a man dashed out of the store.
True.
True. This much is true.
Yes.
But they may not be connected to each other. But these things happened. The story did not involve any woman.
Maybe the owner can be female or male.
Maybe the police could have been a woman.
Maybe the robber can be the woman.
Let me ask you one question before you answer this question. How many of you actually thought that there was a woman also in one of the characters?
I never thought.
I didn't think.
A narrator can be the woman also.
वो तो अभी की बात है जब पहली बार हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे इसको बार-बार 2 बार 3 बार 4 बार पढ़ रहे थे. And when we are actually counting, how many of you actually thought that one of them could be a woman also?
No.
I didn't think.
I think no one thought about that.
अच्छा कितने लोगों ने सोचा कि ये रात को घटनाएं घटी? It happened at night.
I thought so.
Because the lights were switched off.
Lights were turned off. Yeah.
You assume it happened at night, right?
At least late evening.
But when you get into any store, दिन में भी जब आप जाते हैं अंदर तो सारे लाइट जलते हैं.
Yeah.
This is more like a bank robbery, you know, where they come switch off the lights. They at gunpoint something happens and then you run away. That's it.
No, this could be a normal store also. Maybe that store was shutting down for say lunch break, maybe for 3 to 4 hours. Many Kirana stores, they close the shop at say 1 o'clock and they open the shop again at 5 o'clock, or maybe close at 4 o'clock. They open at 4 o'clock again.
Or if you're in Africa, also they do that after 4-5 hours. Their lunch break is 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah. So whatever it is, so you also probably imagined that this happened in the evening only. How many of you actually thought that this happened at daylight?
No, we didn't.
Yeah. देखो हमारे thoughts कैसे impressed होता है, and this is also reality for us. We don't even notice that we already assume that it happened in the evening or it happened at late in the evening or around night. We couldn't imagine that it happened at daylight. Okay. So the story did not involve any woman. Next one was immediately after the robbery, the owner of the store contacted the police.
I need more information.
Yeah. The robber got away with the contents of the cash register. In the first place,
after Pinaki makes
clear.
us think.
Need more information.
Yes, because maybe the owner took away
Well,
the cash and the chore ran away without cash.
Yeah, maybe there was no robber, there was no thief.
Exactly.
It's in your imagination.
Yeah.
And the event took place at the close of the business day.
Need more information.
See, why I am sharing this whole thing with you. This is called, in NLP, is called meta model.
Okay.
And in meta model, that includes 3 things. And let us get to the communication model of the mind. I'll just share a picture with you. So this is amazing. And Good, beautiful. Let me share the screen. Here we go. So all of you can see this picture, right?
Yeah.
Just a sec, yeah. See, watch this picture carefully. This is what is called communication model of the mind. This is how your mind communicates, the software part of your brain. This is how it communicates. There's an external event. So this external event was this story, which was narrated to you. Okay. What happens that our eyes can pick up 2 million bytes of data per second. And I did this experiment activity with one of the batches. We can do it even right now also. If there's a window around you, near you, if there's a window near you, just take half a minute, stand in front of that window, look outside and keep your eyes closed. Okay.
Look outside and?
To do that.
No, look outside and what?
Look outside, just look outside. You go near that window, जहाँ से आपको बाहर का सब कुछ दिखता है, ठीक है? Go near that window and keep your eyes closed. And when I ask you to open your eyes, you open your eyes. You will open your eyes only for 1 second. Then you close your eyes and come back to the seat. Ideally, it should be a window from where you can look outside.
Yeah.
Okay, just go near that window, close your eyes, then open your eyes for a second, then close your eyes again, and then come back to your seat. इसको लाइव सेशन में करने में और भी मजा आता है.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you have done this. I assume that all of you have done this.
Yes, I have.
How many of you could actually see a tree in front of you? There was a big tree.
I could.
Yeah, I could see.
I could see.
Right?
Yes.
How many of you could even imagine or even visualize each and every leaf of that tree right now?
No.
These leaves are separate. You can separate leaves of that tree.
No, don't visualize.
Some on the fringes.
You can see the tree, right?
Yes.
And you can see each and individual leaf of the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
They were clearly visible, though they were millions.
No, only the fringes.
Yeah, though they are in millions in number, but you can still see them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't focus on the leaves, but
yeah, you don't want to focus on it. I just say you just open your eyes, see and come back. So you can if you can see the tree right now, you can see the leaves of the tree also. That you can see each and every individual leaves of the tree. And there are millions in numbers. Yeah. Good. So your eyes is picking up 2 million data points, 2 million bytes of data points, or 2 million data points per second. Okay. And we collect these data points through our sight, through sound, through feelings, through smell, and through taste. मैं आपको photon का power बता देता हूँ. Photon. See, because the only thing which our eyes can see is photons, lights. When it gets processed in our mind, inside our mind, then we can see the picture. Right? Now, if you're looking at a computer screen right now, for example, so imagine what is the resolution of that computer screen.
Maybe.
Say, to keep it simple, say it is 1200 by 800. Let us keep it simple.
Okay.
So that means 1200 lines are there from horizontally, and there is a repetition of those 1200 dots 800 times. And your eyes are picking up that much of information every moment. इतना तो हम दिख ही रहे हैं हमें, बाहर से और कुछ दिखे ना दिखे, इतना तो दिख ही रहा है. When you are looking at your computer screen or maybe at your mobile screen, you are already seeing millions of dots. By 1200 into 800, so many dots you can at least see. and your eyes are only picking up those photons, those light rays, and it is processing it inside your brain, and that's why you can see the screen. During the same process, it is also listening to the sound, whatever I am saying, whatever you are saying. You are also feeling, when we are talking about that cash register thing, you are also experiencing some feelings. There may be some smell happening around you wherever you are sitting. Your sensory organs are also picking up that smell, that fragrance. You may be drinking a cup of alongside. So some kind of taste is also coming to you. So what is happening? We are using all these 5 sensory instruments to collect this data which is coming from outside. Then what we do, we use 3 filters, and these 3 filters are called delete, distort, and generalize. Deletion is about completely deleting those things which you think are not important for you. For example, if you look at this cash register story, whatever we analyzed, most of the stuff we automatically deleted even before getting into the reality. In our reality, the first thing which came to our mind is there were 3 people. That's it. How we came up to this number 3. So we deleted a lot of information over there. What our mind does is, out of these 2 million data points, it picks up only 7 to 9 data points per second. Imagine. Focus खाली यहीं पे रखता है, बाकी सब डिलीट कर देता है. Delete in the sense उसको ignore कर देता है, उसकी importance नहीं है. There is no importance of that data. Like as you saw that tree, as you saw that each and individual leaf of that tree, though there are millions in number, you could only see the tree in the first instance. So that whole thing converted into a tree. Maybe you could see some other things also when you looked out the window. You can see the grass, you can see a building, you can see the road, you can see the cars, you can see children playing around, whatever. You maybe a bird was flying. So you picked up only those information which is important for you. So one information at that point of time was important for you was, I have to open my eyes momentarily, close my eyes, then I need to come back to my seat. So you remember these points, and you ignored everything, whatever was happening in that room right at that point of time. Okay, so you picked up only those things. Then comes distortion. Distortion means comparison. You're comparing. Now the data point which you picked up, you're comparing it with the knowledge that you already have. इसको हम बोलते हैं reality check. You're connecting. Was the owner and the guy who opened the chest was the same person? The guy who demanded that money and the guy who played are the same person. We are comparing this with the data which you already have. Somebody of you discovered robbers also. Somebody of you would discover thieves also. None of you could discover a lady could be there. None of you think of that it happened in a daytime also. Okay, this is called distortion. You are comparing it with the data which you already have. So it is not what you see, but you think it is real. This is what distortion is all about. आपको लग रहा है कि यही reality है. In your reality, the number was 3. In your reality, the number changed to 4. In your reality, the number changed to 5. In your reality, the number changed to 6. In your reality, you discovered that there was a person also who was narrating this story. He was also present there, or she was also present. You get distortion. Then comes a generalization. Generalization means it's all about words with ly, like we use generally, normally. Okay. Then words like always, never. These are the words when we use in our communication, we generalize it. You know, like you said, when I'm in a party, if I narrate this story in that party, everybody will take it lightly. Lightly, everybody. These are all generalized things. How do you know that everybody is taking it that way. आप किसी को बोलो मुझे I just got like I did this activity many times. I just say मुझे एक सोने का वो मिला है, क्या बोलते, रिंग नहीं, ईयर रिंग. I said I just discovered it. Whose is it?
सब लोग अपना कान चेक करेंगे.
Exactly. That's what generalization is all about. Everybody is considering कि मेरा तो नहीं है, मेरा तो नहीं है. So why I remember this trick, because in my childhood, like we were having some kind of हम बच्चे होते थे ना कि एक दूसरे को चैलेंज करते, तू करके दिखा. तो there was a topic के यार लोगों को तुम कान पकड़वा के दिखाओ. तो मैंने बोला कि देखो गाइस को तो पॉसिबल नहीं, लेकिन लेडीज को पॉसिबल है, मैं अभी करके दिखाता हूँ. And this is exactly what I said. I just went there and I said, I just found a earring. Whose is it? So everybody hold their left hand में देखा है, तो फिर दूसरे हाथ से राइट वाले लोग भी पकड़ ना, दोनों हाथ से कान पकड़ते हैं, दोनों ही पकड़ते हैं, इकट्ठे नहीं, one after the other. So this deletion, this distortion, as this generalization, इसको हम बोलते हैं DDG या GDD, अलग अलग तरीके से बोलते हैं. It all happens based on these 6 things: my values, beliefs, attitude, memory, decision and language. जिस लैंग्वेज में वो इंफॉर्मेशन मेरे पास आ रहा है, बेस्ड ऑन दैट आई एम डिलीटिंग, डिस्टॉर्टिंग और जनरलाइजिंग. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई यूज द वर्ड और, इसका इंग्लिश मीनिंग और हिंदी मीनिंग अलग अलग है. इन इंग्लिश इट इज और, बट इन हिंदी इट इज एंड. है ना? सो इट डिपेंड्स कि आपका किस लैंग्वेज में कन्वर्सेशन हो रहा है. एंड आफ्टर अप्लाइंग ऑल दीज फिल्टर्स, वी पिक अप ओनली 7 to 9 डेटा पॉइंट्स. और उसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं, उस डेटा पॉइंट में से हम आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं कि इसमें से साइट का डेटा कितने हैं, टेस्ट वाले डेटा कौन सा है, साउंड वाले कौन से हैं, स्मेल वाले कौन से हैं, फीलिंग वाले कौन से हैं. एंड देन देयर इज अनदर thing which is called internal dialogue. We discussed it in our representational system session. So there are 6 senses: sight, sound, feeling, smell, taste. Apart from these 5, the 6th one is the sense of senses. The data that you picked up, usko leke when you connect the dots and you create a sense out of it, that is called internal dialogue. And internal representation is all about the picture that we create out of whatever is happening in our life, and we store it in our mind. And everything we store in our mind as an internal representation of that thing. So every word we store in our mind is a title of the story which happened associated with that word. You know, every word that you have learned since your childhood, they are all backed by a story, some event, some real life event, some story, which you connected with that word, and that's how that word is stored inside your mind. That is called the internal representation. That's why you know the difference between encouragement, motivation, and inspiration, though they look alike. Now, based on this internal representation, it impacts our emotional state. So, when we were analyzing that story, it was impacting our emotional state. कोई सोच रहा था 3 होगा, कोई सोच रहा था 4 होगा. Nobody thought that there could be a lady also. Nobody could think that it happened in the daytime. It could happen in the daylight also. Nobody could even think of there was a person who was narrating the story. That person was also there. And based on your emotional state, it impacts your physiology. अब उसको आप कैसे express करोगे? That depends upon your emotional state. Are you happy with it? Are you sad with it? Same event. Are you excited about it? Are you not excited about it? Is it boring? Is it exciting? It depending upon your meaning making of that situation, it impacts your physiology, and as it impacts your physiology, it shows up in your behavior. This is how we perceive things. Your perception is all about your understanding and the language, the words that you use to express that perception. How many of you remember that session on structure of communication? There were 3 layers. The first one was what actually happened, the reference structure, followed by deep structure. Deep structure is your meaning of that event. This is what we're talking about, your communication of the mind, your communication model of the mind, the meaning making, the interpretation that you made out of what happened. There is no word attached to it at that point of time. It is just your own understanding, your own experience about it. Then comes the surface structure where you are talking about it. So you are giving words to your experience. This is why when you communicate about any event, you actually hardly communicate 5% of what actually happened. Hardly 5%. आप जो बोलते हो और actually जो घटना घटी है, that the difference is this much. Whatever has happened, if that is 100%, whatever you are talking about is hardly 5% of it. Because whatever you are talking about is you are adding words to share your experience, your perception about what happened. So naturally, you have already applied a big chunk of deletion, distortion, and generalization. Because whatever you are sharing is according to your reality. मुझे लगा कि ऐसा ही हुआ. That's why when you are in a court, जब lawyer आपको वो करता है, interrogate करता है, sometimes they even ask you, they actually ask you this question: क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है या ऐसा ही हुआ था? You'll notice this. This is one of the very common questions that lawyers ask. They will keep on asking you questions. आप उसका जवाब देते रहोगे, and then one point of time they'll just ask you, आपको लगता है ऐसा हुआ था या actually ऐसा हुआ? आपको लगता है आपने ऐसा देखा था या वाकई आपने ऐसा देखा था? Did you actually see it or you think you saw it? Okay. So that's the communication model of the world. So every behavior, the way you behave, is an outcome of this whole process. Now, you may ask me one question कि ये समझ के मैं क्या करूँगा, मुझे क्या फायदा है? Well, it looks too complicated. So, like, how can I take benefit of it? You know how you can take benefit of it? The first benefit, see, you remember when I was asking you the question, I was asking you very clearly. I say, read slowly. I made it very clear. I say, read slowly, slowly, aram se padho. Because when you read slowly, what happens? You think slow, you think less, and you think smart. Similarly, when you speak less, when you जब आप बातें कम करते हो, what happens? You speak slow, you speak less, and you speak smart. ये दो चीज आप हमेशा ध्यान रखो. You can take it from Pinaki. Pinaki के और कुछ बातें आपको याद रहे ना रहे, हम लोग कभी मिले ना मिले, whether we are going to have another session or not, I don't know. Remember these two things. I'm telling you, I'm giving you two best gifts of your life. इससे बेहतर गिफ्ट आपको शायद कोई नहीं दे पाएगा. I'm telling you, you can compare it and at any given point of time. Two things: think slow, think less, think smart. Speak slow, speak less, speak smart. The third thing will happen automatically. उसके लिए आपको मेहनत करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. When you think slow and think less, you will always think smart. Because this model is being applicable. You are already applying this model. You will literally see what are you deleting, you will literally see what are you distorting, you will literally see what are you generalizing.
Yeah.
Similarly, when you speak slow, speak less, you will notice you are speaking smart. It will happen automatically. Just practice it for some time, maybe just for 7 days. आपको अपने आप पता चल गया, समझ में आ जाएगा कि you are actually living that life. You are living a smart life. Smart listening, smart speaking. यही तो दो चाहिए कम्युनिकेशन के लिए, और क्या चाहिए? सही सुनना और सही बोलना. According to my reality, of course. सही का मतलब real. So, right. Listening the right thing, saying the right thing, speaking the right thing. अगर हम right की wrong की बात करते हैं, the whole point is speaking smart or listening smart. Active listening, active speaking, ऐसे ही होता है. Otherwise क्या होता है, सारा दिन में we think 60 to 70,000 thoughts हमारे पास आते हैं. 60 to 70,000 thoughts. ये वाले thoughts की बात करो. इसको सब filter होने के बाद it comes around 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. उसमें से 95% are repetitive in nature. Let me give an example of that. When you brush your teeth, all the activities associated with brushing your teeth are thoughts, which comes to you when you go and brush your teeth. जब तक आप brush करने नहीं जाएंगे, तब तक वो thoughts repeat नहीं होंगे. The moment you go and brush your teeth, all the thoughts associated with brushing your teeth comes to your mind at that point of time. You pick up the toothbrush, so you think so many activities are there just associated with toothbrush. सबके toothbrush एक जगह पे ढका रखा होगा था, so you know which one is your toothbrush. Then you look at the toothbrush also. यार इसका bristle का क्या हालत है? Then probably you hold it in your left hand first, then probably you hold it in your right hand. Then you look for the toothpaste, वो कहाँ पे है? Then you know how much to squeeze, how much not to squeeze, how much to take, how much not to take. इतने सारे thoughts use होते हैं when you just simply brush your teeth. उसके साथ बाकी thoughts तो उस time आ ही रहे हैं. You probably look up the watch. You probably also check कि अभी मुझे नहाना भी है, so did I bring my towel and my undergarments inside? पानी है कि नहीं? So many thoughts are there. Those thoughts are the ones which encompass these 7 to 9 thoughts per second. You know, when you think slow, think smart, think slow, think less, think smart, क्या होता है? You make choices to think what you want to think. आपके पास एक कोई liberty होता है. You can take advantage of that. धीरे धीरे you will be smart. So imagine that these 7 to 9 thoughts which are coming to your mind after all the filtrations are the ones which are according to your choice, according to your decision making process. How your life
The
will
programs in
be. How your life will be. The sole purpose of meditation is to bring you here, to make choices of the thoughts that I want to choose, that I want to think. I'm not going to meditation today. लेकिन meditation का purpose यही है, to select the thoughts that I love to think, that I want to think. It's all here. throughout the day you are thinking, but when you make choices, तो क्या होगा, ये जो हम 60 to 70,000 thoughts की बात कर रहे हैं, ये तो सारे repetitive है, 95%. Remaining 5% are the new ones. Now what happens when you think slow, when you think less, क्या होगा, ये 60 to 70,000 का नंबर जो है ना, ये कम हो जाएगा. So probably you will be paying more attention to the remaining 5% rather than this repetitive 95%. All right. So with this, I'm closing this session.
Yeah,
If you have any question, you can ask
wonderful.
me.
It was one of the best sessions, and as you said, lesson for life.
Photo lena, photo. Everybody on camera.
Yes, but I want to especially thank you. It was a superbly extraordinary session, and we enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah, this is going to help me too a lot because I do a lot of overthinking.
अभी
Oh.
कैमरा में आ जाओ, अभी कैमरा ब्रेक स्टेट, इसका हम NLP में बोलते हैं ब्रेक स्टेट. Apply the break state. Yeah, hi. Everybody on camera. Good. So those who are for the first time, let me tell you how we take a snapshot. First, we look at the screen and see how I'm looking. Then we look at the camera. Then we keep our eyes open. Then we count 1, 2, 3 together, keeping our eyes open. And as we count 3 together, we freeze at 3. And then I take the screenshot. Okay? So that's what we are going to do. So आज मुझे देखना है, मेरे चश्मे reflection थोड़ा ज़्यादा आ रहा है. So yeah, this is better. Good. So once you freeze, how you look in the camera, then you look at the camera. Screen पे पहले ही देख लो जैसे जो कुछ देखना है. Now look at the camera. As you keep your eyes on the camera, make sure your eyes are wide open.
And your smile is there.
And we'll count 1, 2, 3, and we'll freeze at 3. We'll all counting 3 and we'll freeze at 3, right? So 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Love.
Thank you. It was again, thank you for a superb session, sir. You have great capacities, and one day I hope to be at least fractionally as able to match your capacity.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. जो कुछ मेरे अंदर आपको नजर आ रहा है वो सब आपके पास है.
No.
It's all about opening your mouth. That's it.
No.
It's all about opening your mouth. And one thing what I always recommend that, मैं जैसे बोलता हूँ, रिकॉर्डिंग की जरूरत कहाँ पे है. रिकॉर्डिंग की जरूरत मुझे सुनने के लिए नहीं है. रिकॉर्डिंग की जरूरत यहाँ पे है कि आपने क्या बोला वो सुनने के लिए.
Yeah. Thank
You
you.
listen to the recording, what you said, how you said, what was going in your mind at that point of time, what kind of words you used while talking, while doing the talking. आपका आंखों का एक्सप्रेशन क्या था, फेस के फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन क्या था.
It will probably make us feel stupid.
कैमरे में क्या क्या दिख रहा था when you are on camera, what was all being seen behind you, what were seeing on your eyes, eye movements क्या हो रहा था, hand movements क्या हो रहा था. You observe these things because this is the real you. जैसे आप अपने आप को सोचते हो, you are not that real you. The real you is how you show up to others. So camera जो कुछ pick up कर रहा है, that is the real you. So you discover your real you when you review these recordings. Review the objective. First objective should be to see how you reacted, how you acted. आपने क्या बोला, कैसे बोला, what kind of words you used to communicate. आपको याद आ जाएगा कि मैं यही बोलना चाह रहा था या चाह रही थी, but I was not using the right words. Probably I could have used these words to express this.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Pinaki sir,
As long as the
आपके
camera is
session
on.
से related एक story याद आ रही है, बहुत ही small सी है, can I share?
हाँ, please. Why?
This is a story of Valentine's Day. A boy approached to a girl and gave him a rose. तो उससे आपको क्या समझ में आता है?
You asking me?
Anybody,
Okay.
any of the parts.
कुछ नहीं
What was
business
that? It's a little
marketing
confusing because the boy approached the girl and gave him a rose. So who the girl has given him a rose, is it?
no all this is just good marketing tactics in the business world is good marketing tactics nothing कुछ नहीं
Yeah, this is a very good question actually. हर एक के रियलिटी में वो क्या है, आपको जो लग रहा है वही आपकी रियलिटी है.
What मतलब सेंटेंस से आपको क्या समझ में आता है? That's it. What मतलब जो आज हमने सेक्शन में पढ़ा उसी से रिलेटेड है कुछ.
It appears to be a romantic action.
Because you watch lots of Bollywood.
Ramesh sir,
Yeah, we didn't
you
said
watch-
that.
If
Yes.
I look it from the perspective of NLP, then it is just giving a rose to the other person. That's it.
That's it. Yes.
Now this boy could be a flower seller.
Correct.
Could be.
It could be. मतलब the story
जरूरी
goes
नहीं
like
है.
this only कि आपका एक ही पर्सपेक्टिव में जाता है. अगर हम वैलेंटाइन डे से लिंक करते हैं then it is has to be a romantic scene. Otherwise it
Yep.
was a boy seller, girl gave him the money and boy gave him the rose and it's like this. Only.
good
See,
idea
इसका interpretation
चलो
कुछ हो सकता है.
your
It could be even that this boy is in some florist store. The florist is a girl. तो उसने रोज उठा के उस गर्ल फ्लोरिस्ट को दिया, बोले कि इसको पैक कर दो.
Correct.
अरे
ये भी हो सकता है.
Correct.
चलो
So now what is fun? See, I will take one more session on this. The main point is ask instead of assume.
oh
Now, what is the full form of assume? ASSUME. इसका पूरा मतलब क्या है? So one of the meanings which is quite common is making an ass, AAS, you and me. So whenever you're assuming, this is what you are doing. So best thing is ask. So even if you think that you know the answer, you ask for clarity. This is the main objective of this entire activity that we did today. Even if you think there could be so many persons, you better ask for your own clarity. And you can apply it in every sphere of your life. This is, as I said, that what is NLP? It's a journey from confusion to clarity in all areas of your life. So you need to first figure out what you are confused of. You need to pinpoint it. You don't even know that you are confused of such things. You need to pinpoint, yes, I am confused. I need more information to get a clarity on this, to answer this question.
okay thank you sir
So
Thank
with
you,
this,
sir.
I'm ending this session today.
Yeah,
And
thank
we'll
you.
work on this in the next session.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
to ask relevant questions, not the right questions.
So next section कब होगा?
Either next Thursday या तो हम थोड़ा सा break ले लेंगे because of this festival season, and we'll do it after say 2 weeks. देख लूंगा, I'll just see.
Thank you. Bye. Good day.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I
Thank you
believe
so
you have
much.
no questions to ask me. Your assumptions are all correct.
Thank you, Pinaki.
Pinaki, I just wanted to ask one thing. Like, I do overthink a lot. Now, I'll try to practice this: think slow, think less, think smart. That way. But how do I control or try to control my thoughts more? Like I correlate as we did today the story. My mind does the same thing. It will pick up parts from different experiences or from different areas and lead to some assumptions about anything. So, or maybe I start making judgments or I lead to some conclusions, but maybe that are not real. But it takes, say, I'll give you a simple example. It happened a few days back. Like I just opened my door and I heard a girl crying the next door. So her mother was not there. I knew that. And at the same time, I could listen to her father saying that, do you want to collect people or you want to just do it? So normally we don't go to the neighbors because that's not how we can not interfere into somebody's life. So for 2 days, my mind was continuously thinking whether something is wrong with her because I couldn't see her out for 2 days. So a lot of things were going on in my mind, whether like she was disturbed, something is wrong with her. I didn't have the courage to go and press the bell and ask what happened. Right? And after 2 days, the third day, I saw her outside playing with her father. And what had happened was, while playing, she had hit her father, and her father had actually got a fracture. Maybe for some reasons he was scolding her for that. But my mind started thinking so much about the girl that what must be wrong with her. So as you said, there are different parts of the story, right? And I just start correlating, and I think those 2 days I was so disturbed, and the third day I was saying like I'm an idiot thinking so much, about these things. So why should I put in my energies into the small little things? Why is this happening? I just don't understand. My mind thinks a lot. It collects a lot of things from the past, and then it tries to put it into any situation that is going on anywhere. So how do we control this?
Say the same thing again.
Being observant, I think.
Wait. Say the same thing again. Whatever you narrated in last 1.5 minutes, say the same thing.
Okay. So maybe the words will change.
I just told you to say the same thing again.
Okay. So what happened is a few days back, or maybe last month, I just opened the door in the morning of my house and I listened to a girl the next door. I could hear her cries. Right? And her father was just telling in a lower tone to her that, do you want to do it, or you want to make the people gather around and then you'll do it? So there were a lot of negative other way thoughts going on in my mind that something must be wrong with the girl. And we normally don't interfere into other people's life, right? So for 2 days, I couldn't see her outside. So I was continuously thinking whether something is wrong with her. And I knew that her mother is not at home. The third day, I saw her playing with her father. And her father had got a fracture in his leg because when they were playing, she had hit it so hard that he damaged his leg probably. But for those 2 days, my mind was continuously thinking about something is wrong with the girl. Maybe because of the news that we listen to, or maybe something we read in the newspapers, or maybe for any reasons. But my mind started correlating unwanted, unnecessary things. Like it was there in today's story. Right? Each sentence could be from a different angle, from a different perspective. But put it together on a paper and it starts like correlating or thinking so much. So how do I control this part?
7%, what Pinaki sir said. 7%. Concentrate on the 7%.
Wait. Don't speak in between. Yeah. See, 2 things happened so far.
Yeah.
First thing was, let me spotlight you. But this is something very interesting, and let me spotlight myself as well. So, first thing is, the first time when you was talking about this event,
okay,
it was something reality for you.
Something, sorry, something
reality for it was a real event for
reality
you.
for me. Yeah.
When I asked you to share the same thing, you took less time, and now you are narrating a story. Did you experience that? जब आपने पहली बार बोला था, you are talking as if it is something happened to you. It's a real life thing.
Okay.
Second time when you are sharing about it, then you are sharing a story.
Okay.
Did you notice that the difference?
To some extent, thoda sa, yeah.
Okay. Now you narrate the same story again.
Again. So I think,
now you're smiling about it, now laughing about it.
yeah. The third day, in fact, I was laughing about
Even
it. Why
second
am I
time was
overthinking
also
so
you were
much?
lighter. You took it in a lighter tone. In the second time,
Yeah.
और आप
Okay.
थोड़ा सा मनी मने हंस रही थी कि अब क्या बोलूं क्या बोलूं.
Yeah.
Okay, now share the same thing. Same story.
Oh, really? Okay. So maybe a few days. So I'll be smiling now because I know that I'm repeating it again. Maybe that's
It's a
it.
part of your conversation, what you're saying right now, by the way.
So sorry, part of the conversation is what?
Yeah, you are already introducing now that I will be doing this, I will be doing that. Anyways, it's a part of the conversation. Narrate the story.
Okay.
Say it again.
I can say like a few days back when I opened the door of my house and I listened to the cries of a girl the next door. So I was wondering, like, I could hear her cries, and at the same time, her father was telling that, "Do you want to do this, or you want to make the people gather outside and then do it, or something like that?" So I didn't have the courage to ring the bell and ask whether something is wrong with her, because normally we don't interfere into other people's personal life. But for 2 days, I was like thinking a lot about what could be wrong with her, because I knew her mother was not there at home, and I correlated with unwanted a lot of data, like to what extent it could have harmed her or anything. And the third day, I saw her playing with her father, and I got to know that she had hit him with something while playing, and he had damaged his leg. So at the third day, I was really wondering that why is my mind, overthinking actually to this extent that. Like, why do I correlate unnecessarily so many things? I'm not able to figure out that. Like,
Cool. Now, the first time when you shared this story, you started with an opening statement. The opening statement was, I overthink a lot.
yeah, I overthink a lot. That's true.
Didn't
So now it's changed.
didn't use that overthinking word in the second time. Now, in the third time, you use the word overthinking, but at the end of the event.
At the
End of
yeah.
story.
At the end of,
Okay. When we were talking about it for the first time, you didn't say where the fracture happened. You just said there was a fracture.
yeah.
Second time you talked about the fracture in the leg.
Yeah.
Second time you also talked about something in newspaper. Now the third time when we are talking about it, you again mentioned about the fracture in the leg. But you out that newspaper.
Newspaper didn't come. Okay.
The conversation also becomes smaller.
Okay.
The duration of the conversation, right? First time jitna bada tha, second time usse bhi chota tha, abhi aur bhi chota. If I ask you to say it again, it will be even smaller than.
Okay.
After some time, you will feel boring about it.
Yeah, that's happening. You know? So
Get more refined.
mind keeps on thinking.
Yeah, probably
then
won't even talk about it to anybody. Maybe not even to somebody else. मन ही मन में आएगा इसको बोलूं फिर मन ही मन क्या फायदा बोलने का
क्या फायदा बोल yeah, that's true.
You got your answer?
Yeah.
The question you asked?
Okay, so gradually it'll go on. It'll go off. That's how.
What was your question?
How do I control these thoughts, or how do I, stop overthinking?
So how can you do that?
This was a small example. This happens in every part of life. Like,
yeah, even when you don't talk about it, it goes here.
Yeah, it goes on in the mind continuously. Yeah.
So your job is to notice that this is what is happening.
Okay.
Just replace it. कोई किताब पढ़ो, कोई गाना सुनो.
Like, okay, when I read a book, when I'm actively involved into something like reading a book or doing something on the laptop, it's fine. This happens more when like I'm into, you can say, the kitchen part, or maybe I'm onto a walk alone. So when I'm like sitting alone, normally what I do is I do two activities together to control these thoughts. Maybe when I'm working on a laptop, I start on music in the TV. Or maybe when I'm reading, nothing disturbs me probably. But when I do something,
the point is, Kriti, you cannot control your thoughts.
That's happening. Yeah.
So काम ही आया ना.
Okay. Okay.
But what happens when you think slow, you think less.
So I think, like as you said, brush wala example, you described each and every small thing, that you hold the brush in the left hand, then you take it in the right hand, then you look at the bristles, That time I was thinking that probably I never noticed these things. Either I'm thinking of the past or I'm thinking of the future. What next I'm going to do? Or कल ये हो गया था वो सोच रही हूँ. अभी क्या कर रही हूँ? I'm not living in the moment probably. That is what I realized while talking to you. Like
Exactly.
any
So
work I'm
thoughts will-
doing.
So thoughts will keep on coming. You cannot control them. What you can do is you'll observe what
Okay.
kind of thoughts are coming and are they really worth it.
99% of the thoughts are not worth it.
You notice that when you're narrating the same story, why it is getting shorter and shorter? Because now you're thinking less.
Okay.
You're thinking slow, you're thinking less, and thinking smart. कि मैं कितना कम शब्दों में इसको बता दूं.
Yeah. The third time I was thinking like trying to figure out under the words कि कौन से बोलूं, कौन से नहीं बोलूं. Yeah, that is happening.
So that's it. You just need to practice it with conscious awareness or kuch nahi. See, anything which you're consciously aware of is positive. Anything which you're not consciously aware of is negative, by and large.
Okay.
Thoughts will keep on coming. If you can take a charge of thinking what you love to think, things will differ. Thoughts तो आएंगे ही. जब तक आपकी आंखें खुले हैं, आपकी सांसें चल रही है, तब तक thoughts आएंगे. दिमाग thought के बगैर रह ही नहीं सकता. And every thought is a reality. That entire event, what you talked about, is a reality.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. So you just need, we'll do a lot of work on questioning in the next session. And I'm talking about how to ask relevant questions, not the right questions. Right question is like, what is your name? This is also right question.
Okay. Fine.
Relevant question means iske saath associated. When we are talking about this cash register, really, what are the relevant questions? Is
Right.
this the same person? So
Okay.
that way you will learn the art of asking relevant questions, and that will actually make your lives living smarter. You'll start living
that's
your
going
life
to be very
smarter.
interesting. So when are you likely to take this? Can you just
The next session, it will be just the next session. So either it is next Thursday या तो हम थोड़ा सा break ले लेंगे दशहरा वगैरह वजह से, and then we'll
so not after this, I'll tell you. I mean, it's a personal opinion, because on Dasra day I'm flying out of India for an international seminar which I'm attending, and I'm reading a paper. So I'm going there. So I wanted before that. I don't want to miss your session.
Let me see, because there's a lot of pressure from my family also because of Durga Puja and all that. So I am a part of a community also. So अभी तो मैं चला रहा हूँ वैसे, but let us see. Third को, if I can take a session on third, I will take a session this 3rd October.
Third को पहली
Good.
नवरात्रि है.
हाँ, तो that is अभी लोग वैसे ही नहीं आ रहे हैं.
Oh, third.
No, sir. Right now, these CA people are very, very busy, no?
Right.
Yeah.
They're extremely busy right now.
Yeah, for them it is their reality. In their reality, I am busy.
Yeah.
Everything is reality. Okay, good. Let's see how we do it.
Yeah,
All
please.
Right.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe I could add value to you.
Yes.
Shruti?
Yes, definitely.
So to all of us.
What you can also do, when you listen to this session, when recording of this session, tab bhi aap dekhna ki the kind of questions that I am asking, they are all relevant questions.
Yes.
The kind of question I was asking Shruti, the kind of questions I was asking Ramesh, or even Mangala ma'am, मैं आपको जब सवालें पूछ रहा था, these are all relevant questions. They are all associated with exactly what I want to be clear about. मुझे clarity चाहिए. Clarity के लिए जो सवाल आपको सही लगता है वही आप पूछिए. It's as simple as that. I shared a beautiful video, a 5-minute video of Ryan Tracy in my last session, Tuesday wala session. I shared that 5-minute video in that group, Tuesdays with Life Coach Pinaki. That is also a very good video. वहाँ से भी you can see how you can communicate effectively.
Okay.
And follow that SCST rule of communication. That is ultimate of relevant question.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Pinaki.